What's up, rocket enthusiasts? Welcome to the first tutorial of SG Rocket Company. Before I start, I want to give a big shout out to my friend and fellow YouTuber Gabe Gooden, who's been very helpful in throwing out some tips and suggestions for this brand new YouTube channel. Gabe has a great channel of his own that you should definitely go and check out. Okay, so today's build is a payload rocket for beginners. I'm using parts from the Estes designer kit. If you don't have the kit, it is available on Amazon and estesrockets.com. Alright, let's get building. Alright, so here's what we got to work with today. We got our body tube, our payload spacer, our nose cone, our transition piece, our engine mount, our parachute, shock cord, fins, engine hook. I think we're set to get ready to build. Okay, so the first step is starting with the heart of the rocket, which is the engine mount. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first measure 3/8 with our ruler, mark it. Then after that, 1 inch. And then after that, 2 inches and 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so after you have that, take your Insta-knife or whatever you have, and then on the 2 inches and 3/8 of an inch mark, take your Insta-knife and then make a slit along that line. Just wide enough to fit the notch of your engine hook. It can be a bit bigger, it doesn't really matter, just don't make it too big. And then after that, we're gonna slide the engine hook holder down and put it around the 1 inch mark, more or less. And then you're gonna take some wood glue. Doesn't really matter what kind of glue or what kind of wood glue, just any generic wood glue would work. Make a little ring around. Then what you do is you slide your engine hook holder down under that glue mark that you just made. And then let that dry. You have these two laser cut cardboard pieces that hold your engine to the body tube. So we're going to put the first one down here at the 3/8 of an inch mark. So take your wood glue again and make a circle all the way around the 3/8 of an inch mark. And take your first cardboard laser cut piece, slide it down there. It's a little tough to get on there. Okay, and then you're going to take your other laser cut cardboard piece, and about at a little bit before the 2 3/8 inch mark, so just right below that, make a circle. And then you take this little piece, it's called the engine block. It's going to go inside the top part, so the engine hook will be facing down from where you put it in. So you're going to make a little circle around the engine block piece of glue. And then you're just going to put it in the top. The engine hook little notch that is at the top will prevent the engine block from going too far in. So you can just go right up against the engine hook notch. And that is your engine mount. Okay, so the next step is to cut your fins out. But first you need to trace your fins onto your balsa fin with your fin guide. So I'm using this fin for this specific rocket. You can choose whatever fin you use. I already traced the guide onto the balsa wood, so just cut it out with your Instaknife and then you'll be ready to mount them on your rocket. Okay, so the next step is to mark your body tube on where your fins are going to go. So I have this neat little fin alignment guide where you can either line up 4 or 3 fins. We're doing a 3-fin rocket, so we're going to use this line, and this line. So how it works is you put your body tube on the paper, directly on it, and then you just mark along with the 3-fin lines. It's a pretty straightforward and simple solution to a pretty tough question of having equally spaced fins on your rocket. Okay, so the next step is to mount the fins onto the rocket. So how I do it is I take hot glue and then put it on there, on the root end of the fin, match it up with the line, and then just put it like that. Then keep doing that. As you can see, I'm making the fins come off the edge of the fuselage a little bit because I want it to stand up by itself so I don't have to make a stand. And then what I do is I take wood glue and then just put it on the outside edge of each fin on both sides, just like that. It actually makes a pretty solid hold for the fin. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video where we will finish up building the payload rocket. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.